Welcome, Gemini, to the month of September 2017. I'm Megan of North Star Astrology, and I'm going to be doing something a bit different this month because of the great deal of pain I'm in with my knee. I've been told I have arthritis in my right knee, and it hurts to sit for a great deal of time. So I'm going to go ahead and read what I can about your sign, Gemini. And it's from the book called Soul-Centered Astrology, A Key to Your Expanding Self by Alan Oken. And let's get right to it. Okay, Gemini, you are known as the light of interplay. This is a line of light beams revealing that which opposes or the basic duality of manifestation, the relationship of spirit and of form. It is the conscious light of that relationship. And you are from the ray of manifestation of the second ray, or the simple cross here. And your planetary rulers and their rays are, from the personality-centered standpoint, Mercury, and from the personality-centered standpoint, the fourth ray, and from a soul-centered standpoint, your planet and ray is the planet Venus, and the ray of the fifth ray. Now going on, Aries is the beginning of a cycle of incarnation for the impulse of the will to be. The form responding to that fiery impulse is Taurus, evoking the desire to be. And corresponding most closely to the astral body, the relationship between this primordial urge and its response in desire is governed by the sign of Gemini. Now, the primary function of all the mutable signs is to produce a constant flux, a periodic cyclic movement of time and space in order to provide an adequate field of expression for the life of the soul. It is the gathering of life experiences based on the movement of relatedness and relationship that is fundamental to Gemini in particular. Gemini relates. Our previous discussion about the nature of the soul has shown that it is primarily concerned with connectedness. That is, the soul is the way through which spirit becomes matter, and matter spirit. The soul stands in the middle, which represents the principle of the Christ. That is, the quality of love, which is the second aspect of the divine triad of will, love, intelligence. And as the sign most significant of relatedness, Gemini appears most strongly through the second ray. Pardon me, my eye is burning. And has its soul-centered ruler planet considered by esoteric astrologers to embody the most highly evolved of all planetary energies, Venus. Venus seeks to unite and blend, merge and harmonize all the dualities in life. Venus takes these conflicts of duality as indicated by Mercury, and personality ruler of Gemini, and planetary ruler of the fourth ray of harmony through conflict, and transforms them into a higher octave of expression. She does this through the creative expression of the mind and her relationship to the fifth kingdom of the soul in this respect. 3 correspondences should be noted. Number 1, the second ray influence of Gemini and the relationship between the second ray, the soul, and the planetary hierarchy of masters and teachers. Number 2, the rulership of Jupiter as it connects with the second ray and the relationship which Venus holds with Jupiter as the lesser and greater benefics, as they are called in traditional astrology. Number 3, Venus's connection to the fifth ray of the concrete mind, the latter, on the personality level, often works out through the logical aspects of Mercury's influence, and this is another linkage between Venus, Mercury, and Gemini. Gemini changes, mutates, and adjusts everything that is necessary for the evolution of the soul, both in our individual lives and in our collective life as humanity. From the soul-centered approach, the house cusp upon which Gemini is located in your natal chart will reveal where these soul unfolding changes are most likely to come about, as well as the areas in your life where a great deal of second ray energy will be found. And that's for all sun signs. Wherever Gemini is found on whichever house cusp, mine's on the 10th house of career. And if you will note this carefully and then apply this method to the other signs, their rays, and the houses they occupy in your chart, you will have a great deal of information regarding the nature of the ray energies in your horoscope. Venus, as ruler of Gemini, balances and harmonizes these movements and brings into the life the quality of grace. Gemini reveals the relationship between any pair of opposites. When this polarization is expressed through Mercury, the fourth ray of harmony through conflict emerges. The purpose of polarization is to create a greater awareness of the pair of opposites so that a more harmonious relationship may evolve. Mercury serves to create this awareness, but often through the focus of conflicting opposites inherent in the fourth ray nature of that planet. But Venus is an agent of synthesis because it is her function to blend and harmonize opposites into more creatively evolved wholes. Now, I would go on, but like I did with Aries and Taurus, I just generally say that this column is obviously stated as, in the interest of saving time, that is. The first column is the mutable cross, totally personality centered, as in relating only to others and to self, and or just the subjective mind versus the holistic mind. And so my next video, part 2, I will go over the columns and what they mean for those born with their sun in Gemini. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed part 1, and thank you for listening, and I look forward to getting back to reading the second part. Thank you.